Hello out there. Hey, how you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing great, wonderful, and fantastic. Hey, it is still the day that the Lord has made, so we will definitely rejoice and be glad in it. All right. So, I'm going to be talking about something that is very vital and important that is going on in the world today. A lot of you have experienced it, and a lot of you have heard about it. Before I actually jump right into it, I want to take this time to say a very big thank you to all of you who've taken time out to subscribe to my channel. I totally appreciate you. Thank you so much, especially those of you that are my returning subscribers. I appreciate all the support. Every now and then you come back and watch my videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, there is no Best Davis show. So I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. A lot of you might wonder why I haven't posted a video for about a month now. And that is because I was infected with coronavirus, COVID-19. So many of you think it is a gimmick. So many of you think it is not real. I'm telling you guys, it is real. Coronavirus is real. Please do not take it lightly. It is not something that I will wish on my enemy at all. It breaks the system. It disorganizes the system. It causes dysfunction to the system. Thank God I had it, I survived it, and I'm healthy. Majority of people who got infected did not survive it. Majority of people who got infected probably survived, but were dysfunctional. This is something that you cannot take lightly, people. Take every precautionary measure to make sure you do not get infected with this virus. It is not something that you want to affect and infect you. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. You've got to do everything possible, every single thing possible to avoid getting infected. It is real. It is real, people. I'm gonna let you guys watch this video. Now, a disclaimer, this video does not belong to me. I do not have the copyright. I am just using it as an illustration to emphasize something. So watch, and I'll be right back.
So the whole family of coronaviruses are named coronavirus because corona means crown. And so this refers to the way that the virus looks under the microscope, like there's a crown on the top of the virus. Some of them, 4 or 5 different kinds, cause common diseases among humans. Everything from the common cold to mild or moderate respiratory illnesses. Other kinds of coronaviruses affect animals. And sometimes, on rare occasions, we see coronaviruses jump from animal species into the human population. The 2019 novel coronavirus is getting a lot of attention now because it is a new kind of coronavirus we haven't seen among humans before. The theory is that it may have jumped from an animal species into the human population and then begun spreading. We have seen some people that have died of this disease, and we know that there are already thousands of cases. So people are concerned because we don't yet know exactly how severe the disease will be or how far it will spread. When a new virus emerges, we often have to learn much more about it. And one of the things that we question is, how does it transmit from person to person? We know that most respiratory viruses are spread by large droplets that come out when people cough and sneeze and stay aloft usually for about 6 feet in front of them. They land on surfaces and then can also be transmitted between person to person by touching those surfaces, such as doorknobs or other surfaces. Other viruses can spread in the air and stay aloft for a longer period of time in small droplet nuclei. For this current 2019 coronavirus, we're not yet sure whether it is droplet or airborne transmission. So we're erring on the side of caution and taking protection as if it was spread by the airborne route. We're still learning a lot about this 2019 novel coronavirus to understand how dangerous it might be. Right now, the majority of the cases are in China. We know that some travelers have brought the virus to other countries, including the United States. I think one of the main things to keep in mind is that this is respiratory virus season, and we have other respiratory viruses like influenza that we need to take precautions because we know we have thousands of cases and thousands of deaths in this country every year from influenza. Given the ongoing transmission of the virus in China, we have a travel alert that was issued by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So at this time, until we know more, avoid non-essential travel to China. Johns Hopkins Health System and health systems across the nation are busy right now preparing to safely identify, isolate, evaluate, and care for patients with the 2019 novel coronavirus. We have the capability of doing this safely by utilizing personal protective equipment, by implementing travel screening so that we can quickly identify patients who have risk factors for the disease, and then implementing isolation precautions, the use of personal protective equipment, and other measures to make sure that we limit the spread of the virus. At the Johns Hopkins Hospital and throughout our health system, we routinely care for patients infected with diseases that are spread by the airborne route. So we have expertise to do this safely. When a new virus comes along that has unknown risks, we have extra measures that we can put in place, including our biocontainment unit that can advise us and put plans in place to safely care for these patients.
All right, guys, you see that illustration? This is just something that we need to do. Make sure you avoid getting in contact with people who have this. You may ask, how do we know? That is why people who have this virus need to get isolated. They need to be isolated. Don't get yourself into the crowd of people. Don't get yourself out there, because the more you go out there, the more you spread the virus. And that is where the help of people comes into play. The government need to help the citizens. While I was in isolation, quarantined for 14 days, because there was no way I could go out to the store to buy things. I could not go out to the store to get groceries. I could not go out to the store to get nothing. And the help of the government kept us going in the house. While I was in isolation, the government sent us boxes of food because they knew we could not go out to buy anything. We were isolated, and staying in the house for 14 days with no food would have cost something else. So my plea to every single government, both here and home, is to make sure you have a support system. Support the citizens. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people in Africa probably have the virus. They'd rather go out there and go about the daily business than get isolated. And that is because there is no support system. And they will tell you, what are we going to eat if we get isolated? There is no support system at all. The government needs to do a lot better supporting their citizens so that we will be able to curb this menace. The more people get isolated, the lesser this virus gets spread. So people need support from individuals, from organizations, and from the government. Every single person that can be supported needs to be supported. And every single person that can support needs to support. So please, guys, it is real. It is real. My advice to all of you is just take it one day at a time and be very careful. Take every single precautionary measure you can. Wash your hands regularly. Wear the mask. If they ask you to wear a mask, please wear the mask. It will save your life and will save the lives of others. All right, guys, please be safe out there. And until I come your way again next time, I remain Bess Davis, and I'm signing out.